Hello and welcome to the Infinite Spellbook. In this series, a random spell from the artifact known as the Infinite Spellbook will be chosen and shown to you, starting with a brief excerpt before explaining its origin, how to cast it, and the effects of the spell once cast. Some of these spells may be a simple utility that cause minor effects, whilst others can shake the very foundations of reality. Some of the spells that will be presented may have definable origins, and their creators will be mentioned as such, all rights in regards to the spell belonging to them. Other spells may have no clear origin, such is the nature of the Infinite Spellbook. Let us open another page and see what spell is contained within. Today, we're looking at the spell Choke. The spell Choke is a sinister invocation, drawing upon the darker depths of the arcane. When cast, a palpable aura of malevolence fills the air, suffocating all who stand in its path. Shadows coil and writhe, twisting into tendrils of inky blackness that reach out with an insatiable hunger. With a whispered incantation, the darkness tightens its grip, constricting like a vice around the throats of its victims. The very air becomes thick and oppressive, as if the world itself seeks to stifle the breath of life. Those caught within the spell's grasp find themselves gasping for air, their lungs burning with each desperate breath. The world grows silent for those within the thrall of this spell. The only sounds breaking through the ever-growing veil of darkness are their own gurgles. Writhing in agony, their bodies contort in a vain attempt to draw upon a breath denied to them before the world goes black. To witness the effects of Choke is to glimpse the truth of mortality, a chilling reminder that all we know can be snuffed out with a whimper. To inflict this spell upon another is to stand on the edge of the abyss itself and willingly watch the life being slowly squeezed out of another, to see their slow demise, their pitiful agony. Choke is a darker spell with unclear origins. Many a caster has tried to wield the arcane and through it squeeze the life out of their enemies. Whilst plenty of darker mages have made their own versions through means of the arcane, this specific version is the most common and can even be utilised by casters of other origins. Druids, paladins, and even clerics of darker gods can call upon this spell to snuff the life from others. When a druid casts it, it may take on the form of vines springing from the ground and coiling around the creature's neck. A cleric or paladin might form a divine chain that tightens around the throat, whilst a warlock might summon one more fitting of its patron. Regardless of the method, the outcome is the same. No users of this specific spell are recorded, but there are plenty who have used similar versions. Arguably the most famous user of this ability is Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader. Whilst the Force is a different form of magic, it is similar enough to where those who you could class as sorcerers are able to use it, though its use is seen as a darker ability. The common trait is, by some forms of magical means, the throat of the victim is constricted and squeezed to prevent them from breathing. Within the worlds of the Forgotten Realms, where the Weave and Divine are present, a variation of this spell once existed. The exact reason for the disappearance of that spell is unclear, but one theory suggests it was obscured by MissZyia. If this is true, it would explain why this version of Choke can't slay a creature by itself. Regardless, a caster who uses this spell must be willing to cross a line, as asphyxiation is a dark way to kill another. Let's look at the spell as presented within the Infinite Spellbook. Choke is a 3rd level enchantment spell. It takes one action to cast and has a range of 60 feet. It requires a verbal, somatic, and material components. The material component is a used noose. The spell requires concentration and can last up to 1 minute. When casting the spell, you choose a creature you can see within 60 feet, forcing it to make a wisdom saving throw will begin to choke. Whilst choking, the creature's movement speed is reduced to 5 feet and it has disadvantage on its attack rolls and ability checks as it struggles to act. At the end of the creature's turn, it can repeat the saving throw and end the spell on a successful save. If it fails a number of times equal to its Constitution modifier, however, it drops to 1 hit point and falls unconscious, which causes the spell to end. It should be noted the minimum number of failed saving throws possible is 2, even if the creature has a Constitution modifier lower than 2. Naturally, creatures that don't need to breathe or don't have a throat are unaffected by the spell. The spell can be upcast, and for each increased level, an additional creature can be targeted so long as they are within 30 feet of each other. The spell can be learned by bards, druids, sorcerers, warlocks, wizards, clerics of the death or blood domains, and paladins who take oaths of vengeance or conquest. One thing is certain: casters of a more positive mentality will seldom entertain the thought of inflicting this spell on another. But with that, we've reached the end of today's video. Before you head off, I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you managed to get something out of this. The choke spell is available on D&D Beyond for free, and the link to it is in the description. I hope you all have a great day, and may your dice roll favourably. Goodbye for now.